Listen, firstly, listen, I love you. You and I, of course, we speak when we're not on air. So when I was told you were coming alongside, I was like, that's going to be good. And then, of course, you were playing last night, and I was thinking, if they lose, will he still come in? But you would have done, I know that.
Of course.
But you didn't lose, you won, and you scored 2 goals and 1 in the penalty issue. I mean, what was that like last night? How are you feeling now?
All right.
Did you sleep well? What happened? That was my first question, actually.
Well, I didn't really sleep 1:45. I think I got off in the end. Excitement still from the game and that.
Yeah.
But it was great, mate. Do you know what? It was a great atmosphere. QPR fans were superb.
Mm.
And also credit to Everton fans, come down Tuesday night down to London and that. But it was fantastic. Typical cup tie, and I felt like we was deservedly winners.
It wasn't on the telly, but of course you got 2. Did you have a chance to hat-trick?
Half chance.
Okay. What happened?
Legs just weren't there.
What, you mean it was like a ball over the top and you couldn't chase it down?
No, ball come in, I kind of had a heavy touch and then I just couldn't get hips around. But it happens.
Yeah.
And look, ultimately...
Is that to do with your age, because you're getting on now? Like early 30s, mid-30s?
I mean, listen, the way the first half went, I was like a young gazelle out there, mate.
Yeah. Second half? I mean, it's a game of 2 halves, isn't it, Charlie?
That is what football is normally, mate, isn't it? A game of 2 halves. But no, QPR last night were deservingly winners. And I did hear Rafa say that they was unfortunate, but I'm disagreeing with him. Obviously.
You thought you deserved it, the better team won on the night?
Yes.
Okay. Listen, they rested some players. I know QPR rested some players as well. Where is this cup, the Carabao Cup? Where is it on the list of priorities for QPR, do you think? Not for you, because, of course, all footballers want to win trophies. I get that. But where do you think it is for QPR?
Is there... obviously, you got the Championship where we want to go and to try and aim to get in the top 6, of course. But why wouldn't you want to try and get as far as you can in the cup competition? I know there's plenty of games going and a lot of teams just disregard the cup competition, but obviously we haven't. We've had Leyton Orient, then Oxford, then a tough game last night against Everton, but why not? Who knows who we're going to get tonight later on the draw. Hopefully it's a nice tie. We'll take anyone at home. Do
you want an easy tie? I know some clubs like, I'd love to play Man United.
You play anyone at home, I think, apart from Man City. Tough gig, isn't it, against Man City. Tough.
You're going to get Man City now, aren't you? You know you said that.
Yeah.
Do you know the last time, I don't expect you to know, do you know the last time QPR got to the 5th round of this cup? What year were you born?
89.
Okay, the year before that. It's a long time, isn't it?
It's a long time. Very long time. But
it could happen. You got a good enough squad, a good enough team.
To do what?
To go that far in the competition.
How far?
Well, 5th round, quarters, semis.
Who knows?
No one knows, Charlie. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know, mate. It depends on what draw we get, don't it?
Are you always like this after a game?
No, honestly, I just think every game, one step at a time. Fingers crossed, the draw is good to us.
Do you count a hat trick because you scored the penalty?
No, turn it, mate. I scored 2 goals, didn't I?
I know in the normal bit, but the
half a hat trick.
The penalty got you through though, did not? You took the first one.
First one. Yeah.
Tell me what happened with Mark Warburton when you had the penalty shootout. Has he come up to you? Do you know the 5? What happens?
No, he just said, "Do you want to take penalty?" I said yes, and he must have gone round the others. The only one I am going to leave a little bit on, Rob Dickey.
Right.
Scored a couple of worldies at the start of the season. I thought he might have put his name forward to take one.
Why? What happened?
Didn't fancy it. I think he was number 11. I think Senny was 10. But listen, credit to all the lads last night. It was superb.
Do you talk about the penalties beforehand in the dressing room, on the training field? Were you like, if it goes to pens tonight?
No, do you know what? We don't, and we didn't even practice them the night before.
You didn't
the day before.
And you've taken obviously loads of penalties before.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, is the pressure in a penalty shootout different to a normal penalty in normal time?
Yeah, I'd say so, because if you miss, obviously there's no rebound or no nothing.
Yeah. But you don't think about that as you're walking up, do
No,
you?
of course not. But I'm saying pressure-wise, I think you just want to give your team either to get back into it or the perfect start.
And do you have, I mean, you can't tell me this because, of course, there'll be goalkeepers listening, I would imagine. But do you make your mind up way before you put the ball on the spot, or is it how you feel at the moment?
Yeah, I'm not one to watch the goalies. See a couple of lads do it last night.
You don't give them the ice?
No, I picked
What about the one step? What about the old just step back and then...
Yeah, it's not really for me, mate.
No, I know, it's not for me.
Do you know what I mean? A couple of steps and pick my spot already.
Yeah.
But that's more me, I think.
And do you get the same feeling that you scored in that penalty last night, that you did one of the 2, or either of the 2 goals in normal time?
A little bit less, meaning that when I scored in normal time, you go off celebrating, although I scored the penalty.
Yeah.
Just a little bit less.
Does VAR come into your world? And by that I mean, if you score a goal, do you celebrate or go, I better wait?
No, not in the Championship.
Yeah? Oh, no, of course there are. Yeah,
in the Championship. But I don't know.
Do you think it would, though? Do you think if you get promoted?
I think it's hard. That'd be hard to try and prevent. How can you just
hold
wait.
it back.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I think, and that for me, that's why I don't understand not only why people don't celebrate in general.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about Lingard a bit later on with his.
That's what I mean. I don't understand. I think that emotion, it's hard to hold in.
But you would hold it back if you scored against QPR, if you moved on, or even before, because of course you were originally at QPR. Yeah. I'm guessing you wouldn't celebrate as much.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the only club that out of my previous ones that I wouldn't really celebrate against. Yeah. Just because the affiliation I have with the club and how my family feel towards it. I just think it'll be one of them.
Well, that's a nice thing. We should tell people about the bet you and I have got that started before the season.
Yeah.
So the bet you and I have got, this is the first time I've announced it on the radio. The bet you and I have got is you said Manchester United wouldn't finish either top 2 or win a trophy this season.
Correct.
If you are right, I will shave my head and it will be a bic. So I'll be like Telly Savalas or you'll Brenner, right? And you know how much I love my hair.
Correct.
If you are wrong and I'm right, you will have a tattoo of my face on your backside.
Yeah.
A permanent tattoo.
Sorry, Mrs. A.
Did you tell Mrs. Austin that?
No, sure, she knows now.
Oh, right. Okay. Now we had the bet before Ronaldo signed.
Yeah.
So we do have a cash out facility.
Correct.
Where one of us can sort of pay up the bet.
Yeah.
Which is a night out.
Yeah.
How are you feeling when you heard the Ronaldo news? Because United, of course, are joint top.
I'm delighted he's come. Because you want to see the best, don't you? You want to see him back. And I'm delighted he started so well, regardless of our bet. I am, because you want to see him do his magic.
Yeah. Are you nervous about our bet?
No.
You're not nervous about it? Okay.
Why would I be nervous?
A couple of texts you've sent me suggest.
Why would I be nervous?
Because a couple of texts you've sent me suggest you are nervous.
Go on, just asking about a cash out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Why would you ask about cash out if you weren't nervous?
Well, because not even nibbling on this.
Yeah, I think we're going to need a bigger boat, Ollie.
Yeah. Not even nibbling on it.
You're not nibbling?
I'm all for the competitions.
Yeah.
But you are classing the Europa League as a competition, aren't you?
United aren't in the Europa League.
But yes, I know, but you're using that as one because you're already saying if we don't qualify in the Champions League for the group stage, you'll go to the
trophy.
League.
Yeah, trophy.
Oh, well, that's what I mean.
You
haven't got confidence in your own team win Champions League, mate.
Part life. Look, we're going to take loads of calls. Of course we are, throughout the next 3 hours, okay? I want to hear from football fans about teams, not necessarily... Let me get your view just briefly on it, because there are certain teams in the Premier League that obviously don't necessarily go for the Carabao Cup and even the FA Cup as much as their fans would like them to. Can you understand that? Teams like, for instance, Aston Villa, West Ham, maybe Leicester I'll throw in there. I know Leicester can get,
of course,
in theory, top 4, but top 5 is probably realistically where they're floating about. But what's your view on clubs that don't necessarily take this stage of the competition as serious as perhaps their fans would like them to?
I think ultimately they want to stay in the Premier League, don't they? That is what they want. That's where the money is. But you want to win silverware, don't you? As competitions, it's what every fan wants. Ultimately, it's what every player really wants. Sometimes it's what the club really want. Do they want to have a run in the Cup or do they want to stay in the Premier League? And I think that's the options they end up weighing up.
If you had a semi-final of a League Cup on a Wednesday and a massive game in the league on the Saturday and you could only play one, what one would you want to play in?
How massive? Like, are we talking like 17th v 18th or are we talking first v second?
We're talking first v third. So QPR are third in this scenario. A win gets you top 2.
Both.
You can't, you've got to play in one, you've got to pick one. Charlie, what one do you want to play in? Semi-final of the League Cup. Which one? I don't make easy. What one do you want? You want the semi-final, don't you? It's all about the glory for Charlie. I got us there. That was me. Football fans, you can have your national radio. 08717223344. Quick reminder, talkSPORT are incredibly pleased to announce that we'll be bringing you the very first Manchester derby of the season. Don't miss Manchester United v Man City. It's live at 12:30 on game day on November the 6th. How about that, everyone? You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein and Super Charlie Austin. If you want to be part of the show, it's very simple. Pick up the phone and get involved. 08717223344. It's with WeBuyAnyCar.com. Fast track the sale of your car. Sell it in under an hour.